Wow. Okay, so I'm a dork. Now this is something that kind of took quite a long time for me to come round to. People will know that I'm a Whovian, I'm a Trekkie, I love Star Wars, I'm a gamer, I don't really exercise, I eat junk food, I watch old cartoons. One of my best skills is that I can name almost any cartoon theme tune and obviously name the show from the 80s and 90s. I'm a massive dork, folks. Now, what kind of made me want to do this video is that very recently my full level of dorkdom became apparent. Hence this picture. Yes, that is my bed. And this. Yep, I am the Doctor. Now, obviously, folks, well, no, not obviously, let me rephrase that. For a long time, and I do mean a long, long time, I actually kept that side of me hidden from friends, from family. They knew I was a gamer, but lots of people are gamers. I don't think people really realised how big of a dork I actually was. Now, obviously on my tagline, Father Gamer Nerd, I am a nerd. Of course I'm a nerd. But I kind of feel that I've leveled up. I feel that I'm now... I don't know, I've finally become comfortable with my nerdness. Yeah. And that means that finally people, I think, in my real life realise how dorky I am. And I feel good for it. I always had this kind of notion that I had to keep that side of me in check, or I had to keep it hidden. Over the last sort of year, it's come out of its shell. It really has. I want to just read you a small quote, and I'll put a picture up with it. It's a quote from Simon Pegg. So, now I'm going to have to read it from my computer, I don't know it word for word, but the quote goes as such. Being a geek is all about being honest. He says geek, nerd, dork, geek, all the same thing in my book. Being a geek is all about being honest about what you enjoy and not being afraid to demonstrate that affection. It means never having to play it cool about how much you like something. It's basically a license to proudly emote on a somewhat childish level rather than behave like a supposed adult. Being a geek is extremely liberating. Yeah, it is, and I've actually recently, because only very recently as well, people in my real life have found out about what I do on YouTube, and I always thought it'd be really difficult to kind of explain what I do, and everyone's been amazingly supportive, which is a brilliant feeling, and the fact that they now know I'm such a big dork, I can be dorky in front of them. I don't have to pretend to be someone I'm not, and that's a really good feeling. I just feel good about it, folks. I am embracing, specifically, my Whovian darkness. So I find that really interesting, and I wish, looking back when I was, when I was younger, I wish I would have had that strength to be open about it then. I really do. Yeah, I want to say that. Other things as well. This video is more of a test about some of my video editing skills. You might notice a few rubbishy jump cuts. And also images that I managed to work out how to overlay into the video. Oh yes, I'm getting better at video editing. But one thing I just want to point out as well is, as a test of this video editing, I'm going to try and put 3 links to other Let's Plays I've done down the side. This is all a test, folks. 3 games that I think you might want to check out, just because they are either awesome and not really been heard of. First one is I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Terrifying adventure game, originally based on the short story by Harlan Ellison. Really interesting game to go check out. Secondly, a game called Darkseed. Now the reason I bring up this particular game is that many of you know that a very awesome artist died recently, the guy who worked on Aliens, and he did a lot of the artwork for Darkseid. That is a creepy game, and some of the artwork is freaky terrifying but awesome. So, you know, you might want to go check that one out. And last but not least is a game called Constructor, which is a fantastically cute little strategy game that I would advise anyone to watch, where you actually get to hire thugs to go beat up tenants, you get to hire dodgy handymen, and you get to hire clowns with chainsaws. Oh yes. So anyway folks, this was a video that I was testing really. This was all a test to see how my video editing skills have come on. I was a Necroscope, and when this video is up, I might actually be streaming as well. So you might want to head over to twitch.tv/necroscope86. Oh, and one other thing. I've really got into cosplay recently, and as you can see from the picture I linked earlier, I'm going to Manchester Comic Con as the 10th Doctor, which I'm really excited about. I'm still going for both days. I want to give a shout out to a particular cosplayer who I think is fantastic and is probably one of my favourites. And don't get me wrong, I've got some friends who are cosplayers, particularly Amanda and Hannah, Charlotte as well. There's a few others that I can't think off the top of my head. They're the people who I've seen cosplay before. I know a few people also do it, but I haven't seen them cosplay yet. What I want to give a shout out to is a lady by the name of Aig Marine. Now, I want to tell you a little story about this lady, in that I met her at the Comic Con in 2012, and she was there as Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast, easily my favourite Disney film ever. Probably on par with Treasure Planet, so it's very equal. Now, she was lovely. She had a picture taken with me. At that point, I was scared to actually go up to cosplayers and say, "Can I have a picture?" But she was lovely. Amanda went up and asked her for me, which was very nice. And that picture that I had with her, my daughter absolutely loves, because she thinks it's the real Belle. That's how brilliant she looked, folks. So I'm honestly asking you, folks, if you could check out her Twitter, go follow her on there, check out her work. She is a fantastic, fantastic cosplayer, and I really hope that, you know, you go look at her and appreciate it. She's done some amazing work. Go check her out, folks. The link is below in the doobly-doo, so please, please go check her out and follow her. I was a Necroscope, folks. Peace, love and shotguns.